Yes, so let me share my slides. I want this, my expectation that the meeting should not last more than usual, more than 45 minutes, so that we can go and do other things. Can you see the slides?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right, so this is iBMC 5. It means that we have done iBMC 5 times. iBMC stands for Internet Business Mastery Course. And I want to thank Doctor for giving a push to this, because when I met Doctor, I never really knew most of these things. I started participating in webinars online and started learning a few things. And here we are. I've so far coached or trained about 120 people. Assuming that I was able to charge the right amount for, let me say, even how many dollars are we charging? Very, very meager dollars we are charging here in Nigeria. So that would be a big amount. So, but I'm not regretting, I'm still learning. So this will be the presentation outline, okay? The journey so far, and then a word of encouragement by Doctor, and then ahead iBMC proper. We have just spent 2 weeks. The first 2 weeks is normally for what I call Internet Business Foundation course, because a lot of people come in here with zero knowledge of what Internet business is all about, and so on and so forth. So I've packaged this in such a way that I give out Internet Business Foundation course for free, while the Internet Business Mastery course is what I call the core course. So we have finished 2 weeks of Internet Business Foundation. Yes. So right now, I want to kick off with Killian, just to share his experience for these 2 weeks. You came in from a friend. In fact, it came in from a friend of us, not Stanley, Kingsley, who said, yes, you would like to join this thing. And I pleaded with me that I should admit you. I said, okay, no problem. So here you are based in Owerri. Doctor is based in Atlanta. So internet business enables us to make, grow business from anywhere in the world. We can engage customers from anywhere in the world. So we are not location specific. So it's a very powerful tool, a very powerful way of doing business today, because thanks to technology. So if we're able to manage technologies, we're able to know how to put them together. And even we are not able to put them together, we can outsource to people that understand. We can get coaches to help us. Definitely the sky is the limit. So let me just give Killian just 1 minute to share with us. You join us, we started last Saturday, am I right?
Yeah.
2 Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. Just share a small experience with us.
Well, like you said, coming in with a zero knowledge. Because no matter what you think one knows before, to keep my mind blank and willing to absorb. As much as possible, try to go through our lessons, make notes. I will first listen to it as a rundown, listen, and then as I go the second time, I pause and make notes for my review afterwards. Then possibly at spare times, even when I'm at work site, I try to listen to the lectures again. And like you mentioned, it comes by learning and learning and learning and learning.
Yes.
Just like my teacher when I was in banking professionals, he says either you do it or you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, the alternatives is either you do it or you do it. And knowledge comes by listening and listening and listening. Yeah, there was a time I read a lot of self-improvement books. Now I got up to stages. It will make more meaning if I start practicing what I am reading.
Yes.
You understand? Having had the foundations of reading, like when the stock market was good, I took interest and traded in the stock market. I didn't rely much on what the brokers were telling me. I took interest in understanding the mechanism, the workings of the stock market.
Okay.
To a large extent, I take my decisions. What I require from them is information. I do more of taking my decisions, have understanding. In actual fact, I started buying, trading. Usually civil servants buy stocks and hold. You understand? Yeah, civil servants buy stock and hold for retirement, for this and that, and no. I found out that I can really make much by some stock I hold for 1, 2, 3 months is like buy and having some markup.
Okay.
You offload. You understand? So I didn't have my fingers so much burn. In actual fact, it was from stock market I made the first little money that enabled me started trading in property. So all I'm trying to say there is I want to deposit my whole self into learning. Okay. Like I discussed with you on one thing, conquering your self-doubt. Give me a little self-beliefs as to what have been your guiding factor or your limiting factors. Your belief gives rise to your behavior, and your behavior gives rise to your actions, which produces your result.
Yeah.
Unconsciously, one have been doing a particular thing. It have not been explained to him in theoretical guideline. I tried to throw my mind back as a little boy. My first guiding factor was to defeat poverty.
Okay.
You understand? Yeah. Having, a lot of us from various families, having come from what I regard as a very poor family. So my guiding factor have been to defeat poverty.
All right, so let's use this opportunity to welcome Eniola. Eniola, are you there, Eni? Hello, Eni. Eni, are you there?
Yes, please. Yes, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, Eni. I said we should sign in 10 minutes to the time. All right, we are only
I'm very sorry.
It's
network. It's network.
Okay,
network.
the person you see there is Dr. Abraham. You can see Dr. Abraham there from Atlanta, Georgia. We invited him to help us, just to give us words of encouragement. So you can see it's very disappointing that out of 23 of us, in fact, it was supposed to be 27, we are only 2. All right, it was myself and the doctor. So this is not very encouraging. Some people pay money for a course and then they just abandon the course. I don't understand that, sis. Right now, there's a very heavy storm. If you can hear, it's a very heavy storm in Uyo, heavy rainfall. It just started now. I hope the network will hold steady. So, Killian, can you run up in the next 1 minute?
Yeah. In summary, I want to deposit my mind to learn and succeed.
Okay. All right, Eni, can you share your experience for the past 2 weeks? You are one of the people I've been dragging to join this call as a member of LDNI. Can you share your experience, what you have gained in the past 2 weeks?
Yes, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I started well, but this week I dropped back a little because of the LDNI conference. I was part of the planning committee, so I'm really far behind, but I can tell you that I'm on lesson 6, almost getting to the end of lesson 6 right now. So today, hopefully I'll be able to get to lesson 7. I will say that it's an eye opener.
Let me quickly close my window because of the noise from outside.
Okay.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah, I will say that, I've learned a lot in the past 2 weeks. I would say that a lot of things we do on our own based on what we've seen or what we've heard, but then getting the right information on how to do it best is, I think, is very good. And I've learned here that it's good to have a good strategy planned out to help you. And then one thing is also to be focused. And then one key thing that really caught my eye was the demand matrix. And I noticed that the top 2 quadrants, that is the high end and the golden goose, that's the top 2 quadrants.
Yeah.
I'm gunning for those ones, and I'm going to look at it critically. But one key thing, the flip side is that even if you want to go for the high price and many customers, or high price and few customers, you have to, like you said, you must have an experience and you must have the passion.
Yeah.
So if you don't have the passion and you want to go for the high end of the golden goose, you may fail because the passion to back it up is not there.
Yeah.
So that's really the key thing I've really learned from this. And then how not to fail, how not to fail.
Okay.
You know, those who fail online, why they fail, and that's something that one should get familiar with, how not to fail, so that when things happen, you remember, no, this is what our facilitator said we should not do. These are the things that could cause failure. Those are the key things I would say that are really. And then the what's it called, Vonza. I've not
Yes.
finished reading it, but it's really it's a really very interesting book to read. And I'm only browsing through, but I think one wants to read it the second or third time, one will be able to get the real import of the essence of that book. Thank you so
Yes.
much.
So the owner of Bonza, I can say Uyi Ibrahim is the founder of Bonza. There is a one that sent us those things, and then we share it. All right. So
Okay.
yes. So that is Dr.
Please,
Uyi
Paul, Mr.
Abraham.
Paul. Hello, Mr. Paul.
Yes.
Sorry, please, Mr. Abraham. I made there's an observation I noticed in lesson 6, creating irresistible offer. The pyramid, you see that pyramid?
Yeah.
The comment on the pyramid, you know, the number one there is free offer.
Yeah.
But the pyramid seems to be in a reverse form. It seems to be reversed in line with the comment. Free offer, you have $6 plus attached to it instead of the free. You understand me?
Yeah.
The base, which is supposed to be high, is where you have the free. So I don't know whether I got it right, or is it how it's supposed to be?
Yes, we'll get there. So let's just follow when we reach Q&A, we'll
all right.
Look at it, okay? So let's quickly, since time, you know, I just know doctor's schedule. I just invited him, so I don't waste his time. Let's quickly look at the IBMC members. We are Killian, Annie, Kingsley, and there's all of us there. Some people have still not sent their portraits, so I believe that with time, we'll about 20, we are 23 actually, but only these are the few people. That is 15 only that have sent their portrait. About 2 other people or 3 people send their portraits late, and the others still have not sent. So when they send, will be more than this. So that's how we are. And this is what I call the uncontested IBM SAS for week 1 and 2, and I will invite people to vote. In fact, any is supposed to be here because of all of us. Any is one of the very few people that has gone to Facebook to register in our group, but any missed it by just 1 point. When I did the back office check, what the people are doing, and so on and so forth, and so on and so forth. So these are the people we are going to vote for. Maybe any will slip through to be part of it when we finish this, because the points would have gone up. I say every assignment you do, give yourself 10 points. Every assignment you do, give yourself 10 points. Every assignment, give yourself 10 points. So at the end of this, we will recalibrate and see the people we're voting for. All right, so here are the 4 people. And as I said, any might join because she missed it by 1 point. They're attending this event or meeting. Maybe a hand will jump up. All right, this is what we have covered so far. I call them preliminary lessons. This IBM, Internet Business Foundation course. What you need to know about online business, developing online business mindset, understanding the difference between strategy and tactics, the different ways of making money online, how the millions are made, some important terms and concepts you need to know, and then the internet business success formula. This is a formula that I've designed, and I see that it's quite helpful. And I was really complaining about our performance. So you can see there, side by side with iBMC 4. So in the welcome meeting, 91% of members attended. In our own iBMC 5, only 63%. In preliminary, 100% of members went through them. In this one, only 59, and let's see. So PL2, that preliminary lesson 2, 76%, about how many percent more than iBMC 4. And from there, just from primary lesson 2, it started declining, just going down 64, 52, 48, 36, 24. Preliminary lesson 7, only 24% have gone through it as such. When I say immediately an assignment comes out, jump into it. Most of those, I mean, those are video lessons are just 15 minutes, some 15, 20. The longest is 25 minutes. The shortest is about 11 minutes, but people still just take it lackadaisically and so on and so forth. And so this is, there's no miracle involved. The miracle is what you put in, all right? So, and then, so this is where we are. These are what the people say, oh, my time issues. So if you have time issues, then you need to learn to prioritize. Action points, practice, review your assessment points. Action points, said every assignment you do give yourself points. So you do not jump any assignment. And then 3 lessons per week. We do 3, 4 lessons per week, and challenge students more. We need to get ourselves challenged. We keep trying. We have to, don't just keep trying, keep doing. And then time zone. When you want to attend a webinar or whatever, look at the time zone you are, so that you don't say, oh, I missed it, and so on and so forth. The time was not suitable for me. And always Google to confirm the time. So without much ado, let me just call in Doctor to share a word of encouragement. And it's very, very disappointing. We're talking to 2 people, and we expected to be 23 of us, minus 3 other people I invited will be 27. But still, let me just call Doctor. I'm recording this so others will also hear later. Doctor?
Yes, hi, everybody can hear me?
Yeah.
Yes. All right,
Thank you.
Thank you all for coming. It doesn't matter to me if it's 5 or 5,000. I have so much respect and honor for Mr. Paul Uduk. So whenever he asks of me of anything, I do my best to be there. So I'm glad to be here. I just have about 15 minutes or so to just share with you guys. And iBMC is powerful. I've been in touch with some of the students that have gone through the program, and I've been pretty much aware of the whole progress from pretty much day 1 to now. And it's really, really powerful and needful. In fact, I was in Nigeria in August, and Mr. Paul was one of the speakers at the event too, talking about the digital revolution. And I feel like it's it's like a prophet, maybe we need to give him a nickname, Prophet Moses, Paul. Yeah. But it reminds me of like a prophet, like the Moses in the Bible that had a big passion and urgency to rescue God's people from slavery. And I feel like Paul is one of those Nigerians in the forefront or trying to rescue the people. But just like with anything new, there's always resistance, right? If this was an event to teach people how to be Yahoo boys or Yahoo girls, we'll have 200 people. If it was how to make fast money without working for it, we'll have 500 people. That is the Nigerian mindset. And it is so sad that that's what's going on. I came to Nigeria in August. I had big hopes. I was going to launch Vonza in Nigeria. I was going to be coming like every 3 months, doing free conferences, just teaching people what I've known is helping me and helping some sector of the country. But the reception was very disappointing. The mindset of the people is going to take God himself to help Nigeria. Let me say right now, I don't want to get into political. The problem of Nigeria is beyond APC and PDP. There has been years of the wrong mindset. The Nigerian mindset is the worst problem facing Nigerians. An average Nigerian person wants to make money in a quick. They don't want to work hard, want to make money where they didn't work hard. It doesn't work like that. Anything in life being done well takes time. It takes time and patience and getting better at that thing. There were years ago when people would learn, maybe some are Igbo, maybe there may be some Igbos here. There were years ago when people, they want to learn any trade, you find a master, you would learn under that master. In fact, I was watching YouTube the other day, there's this guy, I don't know his name, I don't remember his name, but he used to own this football club called, I think, Gabros Football Club or something. I think he sold it.
Okay, yeah.
Gabros is from Anambra. Yeah, he's an Igbo guy, and he's a billionaire, multi-billionaire, right? But he said that when he first started in business, he had to learn under a mentor for 10 years. He studied under a mentor for 10 years before he was finally free to launch his business. Nowadays, to get anybody to be patient, to learn under a mentor, a coach for 6 months in Nigeria is a problem. Young people don't want to learn. Old people don't want to learn. When Mr. Paul is trying to bring a program like this to mentor and coach people and say, there's a new way to make a lot of money online. People want to make, if I can't make the money in 20 days or 20 minutes, they don't want to be a part of it. So it's a problem. So, but those of you that are sticking with this, I want to encourage you to stay the course. So I was born in Nigeria from Benin City, Edo State. I was born there. I came to America years ago with just $100 on a suitcase of clothes. I didn't come with a lot. I was, in medical school when I came here to become a doctor. But after a while, I, lost interest in medicine and I just went into entrepreneurship. It wasn't easy. I failed in over 13 businesses before I made. In America, success is really quantified as when you start making 6 figures a year, which is like $100,000 and more before people really say, hey, you're becoming successful. So before I went from $100 to 6 figures was over 13 years in failing over 13 businesses. It was not a straight road, but I never stopped. I never gave up on my dream that I will figure out entrepreneurship. I will figure out how to make money through business. And I tried multiple businesses. I had a restaurant. I had a print shop. I had a photography studio, video studio. I had a car dealership. I had so many businesses that failed, but I did not stop. I did not give up. I kept learning until I figured out that the easiest for me, it doesn't mean for everybody, the easiest for me was going to be through online business, online entrepreneurship. So I started doing what Mr. Paul is doing now. I started creating coaching programs. I started creating online courses. I started creating memberships. I started creating things to teach people how to do the same thing I've learned. I learned how to make money online. A lot of people don't know. So I started teaching them how to do that. Many of the times, one of the biggest hurdles with people is mindset. If somebody's used to making money with their hands, maybe they have a store, they have a restaurant, a booker, whatever the case may be, it's hard to teach them to stop making money with their hands, to start making money with their mind, to start making money with their knowledge or their experience, right? So that is just what it is. It's many times it's that mindset. So I went from that to now start teaching courses, programs. I have a university here in America. Then of course, I also own Vonza too, which is a software company that helps people sell online, create courses, and run their entire business. So I went from $100 coming to America to now doing millions of dollars a year, but it did not happen overnight. I was willing to learn something new. I did not touch a computer one day until I came to America, not one day. So it wasn't like I was born with computer knowledge. I went to University of Benin. The only computer they had to show us was never working. I was a Uduk and we had a computer data processing classes. the computer was like 98, something like that, something, and they could just show us like a prototype of this way computer was. It wasn't even working. They're teaching us data processing, teaching us computer languages, but there's no computer to practicalize it on. So I came to America. I never touched a computer one day with my hands. But when I came here, I saw that there was an opportunity to learn something new, and I started learning. The same thing with iBMC. Don't give up. For some of you, it might be like you're learning something new, but that is life. They say if you stop learning, you start dying, right? So learn something new, not learn a new way. Learn to take what you are learning, like this slide, they say crawl, walk, run. Learn to start crawling, but don't try to be like an average Nigerian that want to run in 2 minutes. You just get started, you want to start running. Then this Mr. Paul trying to teach us how to make money online. If I can make it in 2 minutes. I mean, no, it's not like that. That's the problem with the culture with Nigeria. We don't have a 50-year plan. Japan have a 100-year vision. America have hundreds of years vision. There's no vision in Nigeria. And we have to be the change agent by start learning to build things the right way, having the right foundation and growing from there. There's a scripture that says, if the foundation be destroyed, what can the righteous do, right? So we have to build the right foundation. iBMC is in the forefront of leading a new opening of online entrepreneurship. One thing I like about online, there is no limit to how much money you can make. I've started intentionally trying to hire staff or people from Nigeria. The guy who does my graphics in Nigeria is probably 23 years old. Most of his clients are in America because online makes it easy to have clients over in America. It charges about $20 per graphic design. It takes him less than an hour to design a graphic for you. Charges $20. I don't know how much $20 is in Nigeria now, but as a few months ago, when I was calculating how much job it was getting from just United States clients, and I'm not even talking about Nigeria, it was more than 1 million naira. That was when the dollar was about $400, 400 to a naira. 400 naira to $1. So right now it's probably making like up to 2 million naira every month. He has a nice home, he's in Lagos, he's doing well because he has an online business, which is graphics. The lady who edit my books, she's in Nigeria too. She charges me anywhere from $200 to $500 to edit a book. It might take her 1 or 2 weeks to do that. She's making millions of naira as well. Why? She has an online business. Why is all this possible? Online makes it possible. It doesn't matter what your skill is. It doesn't matter what your knowledge is. It doesn't matter what your expertise is. When you follow iBMC programs, you get that training. Even if what you know is a trade. Gone are the days where if you have a shop in Aba, you have to go find boys that will be running after. Boys don't have that, they don't have that patience anymore. They want to be online. So what about creating, maybe you have a shoe shop. Why don't you create an online program to teach people how to start a shoe shop in Aba? Now, even if your students are in Lagos, they are in wherever they are in abroad, they can still go through your program because it is online. This event is hosted right now, I think from Uyo, but we have people from America and different parts of the country. Why? Because of online. So this is what I'm saying as I close. Online is the future. Online is now. It doesn't matter if you are 23 or you are 63. It's not too late to catch a wave of the online and digital economy. There is nothing you cannot teach or something you cannot show or sell online. Your clients don't have to be in Nigeria because online has made it possible for you to have customers and clients all over the world. And iBMC is in the forefront. In fact, iBMC to me is so good that the states should be sponsoring this program. This is the kind of stuff that should be taught in Nigerian universities, not all those old geography stuff that's not relevant, all this calculus X minus Z, which people, what does that have to do with modern day stuff? We need to be teaching people. When you go to China, North Korea, South Korea, you know, they will force their children to learn technology, to learn the future, AI, VR. Facebook now is trying to create this new word called metaverse, right? But Nigeria, we're still having these conversations about X minus Y equals to Z. That's not even relevant to most people, right? States, governments, governors needs to sponsor these programs. This, Mr. Paul, I really want to encourage you to turn this into some form of curriculum. Try to sell this to schools. Try to sell it to governments, you know, because this is the hope for Nigeria. We cannot depend on oil anymore. We cannot depend on the government or politicians. So every Nigerian needs to be their own entrepreneur. We cannot depend on job. There's no job. If you get a job in Lagos that pays 70,000 naira a month, you are happy. Who's going to live on 70,000 naira a month when you can make millions of naira online? So that is my 2 cents, guys. Don't quit this program. Share this word. Get other people to join this program and follow everything. I mean, one thing I love so much about Mr. Paul too is that his love for books. I thought I loved books until I met this man. When I came to his house, his wife even said jokingly that if there's one thing this man loves more than her, his books, you know? So this man takes the time to learn all these things so that you and I don't have to learn it. We don't have to go through learning it on our own. We just have to just follow his process, buy into his program. So he will just teach us what he has learned. So that's my 2 cents, guys. Don't give up, guys. I failed in over 13 businesses. I never stopped. I kept trying to understand this online business until it became, you know, successful. And one thing I love about online business is this: you don't have to work physically, man. Do the work one time. I mean, I'll be home. I can make thousands of dollars a day from my bedroom. I don't have to physically go anywhere because of online business. So guys, stay through with iBMC and, you know, bring more people in. Let's get this program as a required curriculum in schools because it's the future. So that's it, guys. My 2 cents, and may God bless you all.
All right, Doctor, thank you so much for those words of encouragement. Because when I listened to Doctor's story, when he said go to America with only $100, I never knew Doctor anywhere. I met him online on a webinar he was conducting to introduce Bonsa to the world, and I just happened to be lucky to be there online that day. And I listened. I said, "This man is a black man. What is he talking about? Let me listen to this black man." Because every person you meet is a white man. Every person you meet online is always a white man. So that was the first time I saw a black man talking about online business. So I was very interested, and I joined. And lo and behold, he said he's from Nigeria. I shouted. I couldn't believe it. So, Doctor, thank you so much. And we have recorded this. I'm sure that I will send it to all iBMC alumni members. And hopefully the story will keep multiplying. We'll get to the right ears. I'm also trying to get, of course, the right people, because this is a private thing. If we talk that the government should be involved, they say, government is not interested in private things, but they don't know how this can help. We are talking about a lot of youth unemployment in Nigeria. One of the highest in the world that we have, you know, this 11 to 28 or 34 age limit we have in the highest in the whole world is Nigeria. Wow. And no industries are working. You have everywhere upheaval, undeclared war everywhere. So if perhaps it will get to, people will get to, so we keep pushing it. If because of money, I would have left it, because of course I'm I'm losing money by keeping these things on and so, but because just not the money, but the happiness, the fulfillment that, okay, after 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks, some people say I'm graduated, become IBMCers. So we just keep pushing, and we never can tell where the journey will take us. All right, so thank you very much. Alex, join us. Doctor, are you staying? Are you going somewhere?
I'll need to jump out. But
Okay,
thank you for having me. Please send me the recording, okay?
All right, thank you so much. God bless you. All right, let me go back to Eni. Eni was talking, and Eni, I want you to share. Eni is my colleague in Learning and Development Network International. That's where we met. And I've been encouraging Eni to write books and so on and so forth. So Eni finally said, want to write books to join IBMC. So Eni, we have been together for 2 weeks. So can you share for another 1 minute what has been one of the things that have resonated with you in the past 2 weeks? Eni?
The microphone seemed to be off.
Eni, are you there with us? She's chatting. I hope she's not stepped out or stepped away from. Eni, are you there?
She's there, but the microphone is muted.
Hello.
No, she can unmute
Hello,
herself.
yes.
Yes, Eni, go ahead.
Yeah, I already said something earlier. But
So
okay,
say again.
Okay, like I said, I read the Bonsa
Guide.
read. So I said I love it a lot. Even though I've not read a lot, but it's very interesting and it's something one should read and read all over again to really get the important details out of it. And I also talked about the strategies that it's very important to have a strategy so that you succeed, so that you don't keep going back and forth. And I also said that the demand matrix really is something that I really captured a lot. That I said that I've made a decision that I'm going to look at it very well, and that the top two matrix, the top two quadrants are important for me. So I'm going to sit down, like I'm going to have a plan. So, but like I said, there's a flip side to it. Even though I want to make money by looking at one of the two top quadrants, the flip side to it is that I must have a passion, I must have experience in them, in any one of them that I want to make a decision on. Because if I don't have a passion, it's possible there is a likelihood that one will fail. So the passion must be there, there must be a strategy, there must be a plan to go with it. So those are the things that, yes. So and
in summary, would you say, yes, this program, you have not regretted signing for it?
Yeah, I've not regretted. Yes, all right. I've not regretted signing it.
All right. Yes. Okay. So that is what I wanted to hear. Killian, are you there?
It's very valuable.
Yes, I am.
It's very valuable for me.
Okay. I also want your permission. Do you regret signing up for this program? Yes or no?
For what? Why will I regret?
Okay. All right. So that's what I wanted to hear, affirmation from you. Aret said she's more or less. Aret, are you there? All right. So let's quickly move to the third part of the presentation. We have looked at the journey so far, and then Dr. Uyi has given us the words of encouragement. So the third part is the way ahead as we move to the iBMC core lessons. Killian, are you there?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Killian, is that you are outside. You are not inside your house. You are outside.
No, I came outside. I came outside.
Are you using
in front of my house?
Phone? Are you using your phone?
Yes, I'm using my phone.
Yeah, it looks very interesting. All right.
Yeah.
So this is the part 3 of the presentation. Part 3 is just now we have finished IBFC, the road ahead to IBMC. We are starting the core lessons tomorrow or next. So please look at what is here. Killian.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right. So This slide is just to keep us abreast of the stages in mastering business. There are 3 stages: the crawl, what they call the crawl stage, the walk stage, and the run stage. We are all on the crawl stage. Even like doctor said, even we are 60 years old, 70 years old, so long as you are starting this thing afresh, we are all on the crawl stage. And this is the definition of crawl stage. If you have not made $100,000 per year online, you are in the crawl stage. All right. So even me, I've not made even half of that. So I'm also on the crawl stage. Then of course we are on different levels of the journey. All right. So, and then the work stage 100,000 to 1 million per year. So don't forget, in those days, this money was almost naira to dollar was, forget about how the value of the naira has been bastardized. This was about 1 to 1. When I was a young boy, naira and dollar were 1 to 1. All right. And then run stage is when you make $1 million plus per year. So we are, in summary, we are all on the cross stage, and we have to, the solution or the key to moving to the work stage is to master the cross stage. All right. So for you to master the cross stage, you have to understand the ATM principle. The ATM principle. ATM stands for the word A is for the word audience, T for the word trust, and M for the word monetization. All right, Killian, are you distracted?
No, I am with you.
Monetization, ATM. Yes, I said for you to move, the things you need to learn at the cross stage are ATM. What I said, you set up your personal ATM. A is for audience. You must have audience. You must have audience. The minimum, the cutoff mark, the cutoff point for audience is 10,000. 10,000. So if you have 10,000 customers, 10,000 followers that subscribe, 10,000 subscribers to your whatever you do, you have 10,000 subscribers. You must get them from everywhere. 10,000 subscribers. Then you most likely have reached the tipping point in the cross stage. Because if you have 10,000 and you keep selling things, you keep advising them, you keep helping them, even they're paying you $10, and you collect that money 10 times in a year, or 4 times in a year, or 5 times in a year, and you have the various products, you can make that $100,000. So you move from the cross stage to the work stage. So A stands for audience. Audience is very, very key, very critical in success online. So you must get subscribers. Do everything. As we move to the core lessons, I will asking you to do a lot of things. The essence of doing those things is to build your credibility. When you build credibility, people will start to follow you. When you build your credibility, people will start to listen to you. And that is how your audience will keep increasing. You cannot increase by just pressing a button and like you put on a light, electric light, press button, the light comes on, press the button, light goes off. No, it's you throw efforts. Like look at now, I'm running this event. We're supposed to be 23. We are only 5 of us, okay? Or even 4 of us because
Not 4.
left. We're only 4 of us, all right? So it is a tedious process. It's a tedious process. But the last man standing, that the man does not give up, always wins, all right? So this is trust. You must be trustworthy. You must think about the interest of your customers more than your own interest. You must keep adding value to them to such an extent that they believe in you, that everything you do is in their best interest, like Zenith's tagline, in your best interest. And then it's after you have done all those things, you can now go to the third stage, which is monetization. You can now beg them, say, okay, we have been doing this for quite a while. If you want to learn more, because as I keep saying, you can take a horse to a river, you cannot force a horse to drink. So along the line, you said, okay, I have this social thing, I have this social thing that will help you, and I want you to pay for it so that I can give you more. Well, it's not sustainable for you to do things free. It's absolutely not sustainable. So if you have some people that are willing to pay, then you show them more, and that's how you keep progressing. All right. So that's ATM for you. And how do you build audience? You must have your funnel. Funnel is something that we have described, like you pour water into a bottle, or you pour water into a jar, you put a funnel. It's a metaphor for where you drag people, where you bring people into your sphere of influence. How do you do that? There are so many ways. There are so many ways you can see this. There are so many ways you can advertise, but at the beginning, you won't have much to advertise. So you have to use what you have. Like you can write articles, you can run webinars, you can run seminars, you can do events, and each of those events, if you can get 3 people here, 3 people there, 4 people there, 5 people there, you are on social media. Do not go to social media to show how rich you are, or which the type of car you are driving, or the type of how beautiful your girlfriend is. Those things are private things. If you are driving Mercedes-Benz, it's private to you. Don't go and show people, oh, I'm driving a G-Wagon. It's bulletproof, this and that. I just went to Dubai to shop. That's a private matter. Why should you interest other people? Tell people how you can make their lives better on social media and so many things, and you keep them, and then you build. You can have a blog, you can have a website, and you send out emails, and then develop small products like Internet Business Foundation course, Internet Business Mastery course, and then you ask people to subscribe to your email, your newsletter and things like that. That is how you keep, as you build your confidence, as you build more products, you have what we call flagship courses like that in the middle, flagship, and then maybe you can have membership site where people pay you maybe 5,000 naira a month to remain members, or 2,000, depending on how powerful your membership site is, what you teach people, how progressive it is, and then how attractive it is. What people say, the website is the information they're getting. The more helpful the information, the more they'll be willing to. And then have live events, and then you can do private coaching. Private coaching for people that can afford you, can say, okay, Paul, I don't have time to come to your event in Ikeja, or come to your event in Victoria Land. Please, can you come to my house and coach me and show me how to do these things? Like Killian will say, Paul, please come to Wari to show me how to do these things, and send me a flight ticket and put me in 5-star hotel. Then I show him, he pays me $10,000. And
IPM, you know, allow you.
Yes, so that's how it works. All right. Then we talk about the value ladder. Value ladder just shows you progressively how you move from the free offers, and then you lead to the smaller offers, and then lead to the middle offers, and then lead to the high offers. That is what most of the high offers is normally done at the back end. The back end is when you talk to people one-on-one. For instance, you say, okay, I've done iBMC. Paul, please, I want to still go ahead. Come and teach me. I want to join your, there's what I have called iSchool. I want to join iSchool, please. So those what it starts. They start with free offers, because at the beginning, people will not trust you. They will say, who is this guy? They don't know you. But there's so much noise out there. So that is why, look at like Bonza. The first thing we got from Bonza was that free guide. But in exchange for the guide, they collect your email address. It's not just that you are giving them because you are a pastor, or you are born again Christian, or you like to do things free for people. It's a quid pro quo and so on and so forth. So in exchange for this free thing, please give me your email address. The essence of that email address is for them to keep convincing you gradually. They work on your psychology, because there's always this principle that when like principle of inertia, any object, stationary object, can never move until acted upon by another object. I think we learned that in elementary physics. And then yes. So the whole essence is for them, the person keep talking to them, because somebody has to hear from you about 7 times before you can even make meaning. You say, what is this saying? So you send mail to people, they don't open it. Send another one, they don't open it. Call them on phone, they don't pick. Send them WhatsApp, they don't. So you keep doing it 7 times. After I said, oh, this man has disturbed me alone so much. Let me try. Let me listen to it. Let me hear what he's trying to say. And he said, oh, so sorry. I didn't know that's what you're trying. You are even actually trying to help me. Sorry for ignoring you all this. I know some of my clients that even say, Paul, God will bless you for not giving up on me. So many of them, so many. I have many people that keep saying me, Paul, thank you, God bless you. for not giving up on me. You have been coming to me, begging me, and I've been ignoring you. Thank you for not giving up. So that is we talked about some concepts, terms and concepts. These are the two I want you to understand. Start building your funnel from day one. Do not say, when I finish the course, I will start building my funnel. Start from now. Start learning how to send out WhatsApp messages to people and getting people into your funnel, all right? And then start thinking, what can I offer from everything you know, what can I give out to people free? For me, I've written more than 100 articles. I've given out almost, in fact, all my articles for free. There's a particular article I wrote, a set of articles, 10 of them that I wrote called the Ultimate Guides, which I gave out to more than 1,000 people, medical doctors, professors, and this, in fact, those Ultimate Guides was a basis of the genesis for iBMC. When one of our profs said, Paul, I like this Ultimate Guide. Show me more how to do business online. And that is the genesis of iBMC. Yes, I've shared that story several times. The professor that read the articles, he read them and graded them from 1 to 10. I said, grade them. He sat down as if he was marking my PhD thesis or PhD dissertation, and marked them and gave me some 9 over 10, some 5 over 10, some 6 over 10. Yes, and after that, he helped me say, Paul, teach me how to do business online. And we wrote the story of the prof, and then we are still friends today. We celebrated when he moved to Ghana recently. All right, so trying to summarize, this is the formula we use. And as Amy has kindly emphasized, I said we should do these things strategically, not tactically. Strategically. Don't forget about what others are doing. You see a lot of things. Some people will be doing things and they're posting pictures on Instagram, posting videos on Instagram, doing this and that. Forget about those things. Those are tactics. Even I don't even know how to do Facebook Live. One of my students is teaching me, but Facebook Live will not change anything that I'm doing right now, so long as I'm following my strategy. All right. I've registered 120 students in my course. I've registered more than 120 in book writing clinic. I've registered more than 120 in this internet business mastery course. What has God done? That has validated my ideas. That yes, these ideas there are people out there willing to pay for these ideas. So the only thing I'm trying to do now is to make this so that I will not even be having these webinars. I will not be having these progress review meetings. I will just launch the course on the web and people will buy it from everywhere in the world. That is what, so you must do everything, as I said, strategically. And it starts with you. You are there at the center, okay? You must equip yourself. You must desensitize your mind. And that, yes, it's not in your star that you must be born rich or born poor. That if you do things, the poverty can go away, the wealth can come in. So you need to trust in yourself, have confidence in yourself, learn how to do things, and so on and so forth. And then we go around the 7 steps. Keep learning aggressively, be visible online. Everything, you have to do all these things. Be strong, build strong relationships, and build mailing lists, and have something to offer, have a master online marketing and sales, and then perfect strategies to win long term. And then know how to use technologies. What technologies must you learn? Look at now, we are doing webinar, we are using Zoom. This is a technology. So in March last year, March 2020, I did not know how to use Zoom. I had to call my webmaster. I said, please come and teach me, how do you use Zoom? He came and then also taught me how to use Microsoft Teams. And talk about just a little bit about 1.5 years ago. I did not know how to use Zoom. But today I use Zoom for courses, I use Zoom for web workshops, I use Zoom for webinars, I use Zoom and for my corporate clients. Yes, so I had to learn. Then I didn't know how to use Vimeo. Somebody taught me how to use Vimeo to post videos. So mine was YouTube. Now I also use Vimeo. And then I did not know how to send out mails. Somebody taught me how to send out mails using MailChimp. All right? I don't know how to develop landing pages. Somebody had to teach me using ConvertKit, how to use MailChimp. I mean how to use create landing page. All right. I did not know how to even create an online web platform for learning. I had to get somebody to show me. And now I have iBMC. I have Vision Knowledge Base. These are my learning platforms. So learning is a continuous. The day you start learning, the day you start going backward. So never stop learning. So this is the success formula that we are going to use. Look at there. It's not, sorry, it's not about technology per se. Technology is an enabler, all right? But you have, because without the technology, you cannot scale. Really, you cannot scale without technology. Look at Dr. signing from Atlanta. Because of technology, was able to sign it, all right? So we must know the basics. I'm talking about the basics. Look at me, even I was here shouting. And the doctor told me, unmute yourself, you are muting yourself. Sometimes my students tell me, Paul, unmute yourself. Because I forget that to unmute. That's why I've been calling, Killian, can you hear me? Eniola, can you hear me? And they will not, because I muted myself. So this is not something that we are born with. We have to learn. And I'm also learning. So we are all in the same boat. All right. All right. So ahead of core iBMC, I finished Internet Business Foundation course. I want to thank all of you for staying the course. All right. Some are active, some are not very active. But those that are active, I'm sure that you stay to the end. All right. Because the last person standing will be the people that win. So I want you to decide where you want to compete, like Killian. Killian say you are into real estate, you are into building, and so on and so forth. So I want you to send me a mail. Okay, this is this is the area I want to specialize in, and this area, and so on and so forth, so that I know the type of things to send to you. So that is ahead of iBMC. I'll be sending, because there are a lot of assignments in iBMC. We just finished iBMC. There was a small assignment I gave you. Go send me a portrait and join our Facebook group, join our WhatsApp group, small things like that. Read social article, read social Bonza guide. But now we are in iBMC. The assignment will be coming fast and furious. So you have to, so I'll be giving you three days. If I release the first lesson will be released on Sunday, that is tomorrow. Then I will count 1, 2, 3. So if I release it on Sunday, I'll count Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Then Thursday, I release the next one. So that's how we are going to count. I will count 1, 2, 3 before I release the next one. All right, so give me enough time to do the assignments. Some of the assignments will involve writing articles. If you do not know how to write articles, you can outsource it to somebody to write it for you and write your name, because writing articles will make people to know you, will build your credibility. We send those articles to some of the article repositories. So people start to know you, start to trust in you. All right. I ask you to do videos. So we upload those videos to Animoto, we upload those videos to YouTube, and so on and so forth. Then you have to learn, that is to desensitize. Some of us are very shy. We have to get the shyness behind us by doing video. Do not say, I'm too ugly, or I'm too old, I'm too young, and nothing. It's your mind. It's your mind that's always telling you. So tell your mind, get behind me. It's mindset, all right? So that will be all. So we are now on Q&A. So in summary, the first lesson will come out tomorrow. I don't know, let me get from Killian. Killian, is tomorrow okay, or should we wait till Monday?
No, it's okay. It's okay. Good going.
So I will be making it in such a way that the lessons come out at a particular time, maybe 3 o'clock, maybe 2 o'clock, maybe 4 o'clock. I want a time that people will be ready. Okay, so I say at 4 o'clock every day, check your mail. The mail has come out. All right. So this is Q&A. Tomorrow, the first lesson in the core lesson will come out, and we start learning. Then I will be giving course every 3 days before the next one comes, every 3 days before the next one comes, to enable you to do the assignments. All right.
That'll be okay. That'll be okay.
More than 1 hour so far. We're supposed to start 5:30, end by 6:30. So it's now 6:35. So Q&A, if there's any questions, then if there are no questions, then we end the meeting.
Well, for me, nothing for now.
All right. So Kingsley just came in, it's too late. And who again? Any, do you have any questions?
No questions for now.
All right.
The only thing I want to say,
I will releasing the lesson on the first lesson on call lesson tomorrow. All right.
okay.
By 4
It's
o'clock.
okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
4, yes. When once I choose the time, I'll look at what is very convenient. Then once I reach the
Please,
time.
Okay.
Yes,
Please,
go ahead.
I have an observation.
Yes.
In lesson 5, the value ladder, it's not clear. Lesson 5, the value ladder is not clear.
Okay, but this is the value ladder is the same thing here. This is a value ladder. So it's just you need to understand the concepts, not about the graphics. Is understand the concept. Start with the free offers, the front, and so on and so forth. It's just stage by stage how you get to take people. You know, we call it the customer journey. You take them from the point where you didn't know anything at all, and then you take them to the highest levels of the mountain. That is value ladder is all about. All right. So I know that graphic was a little bit different, but this is what it's all about. Okay. All right.
Thank you.
All right. So just understand that you start with free offers. Of course, sometimes it might not be completely free. Something that you are selling for 1,000 naira, you decide to give to people at $20. I mean 20 naira. It is virtually free. It can also be very, very free, like the Bonza guide. My case study is free, and so on and so forth. All right. All right. So in the absence of any other thing, Kingsley just came in, and I want to ask Kingsley, why are you so late? And welcome, and thank you for joining to encourage us. You said Killian, you said Stanley. Thank you for that. Kingsley, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. So sorry for joining late. I had to.
All right. All right. So we've been here for 1 hour. We're about to end the meeting. All right. So thank you so much until we meet at we begin the core lesson tomorrow. All right. So I will, as I have recorded this, I will share it with everybody. All right. So thank you so much, and God bless you.
Bless you, sir. Night.
Okay.
Thank you.